Now we'll study uniform circular motion. This is the last topic of the chapter. When a body moves in a circle, it is called circular motion. Now uniform circular motion, when a body moves in a circular path with uniform speed, that is constant speed, its motion is called uniform circular motion. When a body moves along a circular path, then its direction of motion keeps changing continuously. Since the velocity changes due to continuous change in direction, therefore the motion along a circular path is said to be accelerated. So we can understand this. This is your NCERT book, page number 110. Let us suppose that there is a rectangle and some person is walking or running on the track, rectangular track. Then his velocity will change 4 times because his direction will change 4 times, that is at A, B, C and D. Now if suppose there is another track that is hexagonal, so here his velocity will change 6 times. Similarly, at octagonal shape is there of the track, then his velocity will change 8 times because there are 8 corners. The direction will change 8 times, so velocity will also change 8 times. Now this number of sides, if the number of sides of polygon becomes n or infinity, then it becomes a circle. So at in a circle, if the path is circular, if the person is running on the circular path, his direction will be changed at every time, that is each time. We can't say every second, but each time his direction will change. On every point his direction is changing, so his velocity will be changing every time. Thus we can say that when a body moves along a circular path, then its direction of motion keeps changing continuously, and when the velocity changes, that is known as acceleration. So the motion along a circular path is said to be accelerated, though the speed may be constant. The motion in a circle with constant speed is an example of accelerated motion. A force is needed to produce circular motion. A force is needed to make a body move in a circle. When a stone is tied to a thread and it is rotated by a person in a circular path, then the pull of the thread is the force which makes the stone move in a circle. Now you suppose that if this thread is released or if it is cut, then the stone will move in this direction. It is known as the tangential direction, and the force provided by the hand through the thread to the stone, suppose stone is tied here, then this force is known as centripetal force. The force which is needed to make an object travel in a circular path is called centripetal force. Now the examples of uniform circular motion are: number 1, artificial satellites move in uniform circular motion around the earth. The motion of a satellite around the earth is known to be accelerated. The revolution of the moon around the sun, it is also a circular motion. The revolution of the earth around the sun, the tips of a second's hand of a watch exhibits uniform circular motion on the circular dial of the watch. An athlete moving on a circular track. So these are the examples of uniform circular motion. Now, how to calculate the speed of a body which is moving in a circular path? When a body takes one round of a circular path, then it travels a distance equal to its circumference, which is given by 2 pi r. We know if the radius is r, then the circumference of the circle becomes 2 pi r, where r is the radius of the circular path. Speed, so speed is distance traveled divided by the time. Now if some athlete is moving around a circle and he takes t time in completing one revolution, then the distance moved by him will be, if the circle is of r radius, then the distance moved by him will be 2 pi r, that is equal to circumference. So divided by velocity becomes, speed becomes 2 pi r divided by t. We can say speed or magnitude of the velocity, because direction, every time the direction is changing in a circular path. The value of pi is equal to 22/7. R is the radius and t is the time taken for one round. Now numerical. A cyclist goes around a circular track once every 2 minutes. If the radius of the circular track is 105 meter, calculate his speed. Now velocity is equal to 2 pi r by t. R is equal to 105 meter. T, that is time taken for one round, is 2 minutes, which is equal to 120 seconds. We'll put the values, we will get 5.5 meter per second. So the speed of the cyclist is 5.5 meter per second. And now students, today your assignment is to solve exercise questions from your NCERT book, page number 112 and 113, or maybe some other in your new book. The question is question 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9 and 10. Okay, so these questions, 7 questions you have to solve. You don't have to write down the questions, you just write down the answer, and it will be provided according to new timetable. I will provide the solution on Monday, that is 11th May. Thank you.